today we've got Guinea Fowl. We're going to do with Summer Cassoulet of fresh peas and broad beans and bacon, bit of potato. First of all, your breast of Guinea Fowl. Let's trim that down a little bit. I like to cut around here, do what we call a manchonette, which is like a little bone at the top, which makes it nice in your presentation. You don't have to do this at home, but this is what you do in restaurants. Scrape that off. Give it a good already cut. Okay? 53 teeth. Alright. Then we've got some bacon. We're going to put this with our beans and, peas and fava beans, right? So I'm going to brown the bacon. So here we've got some fava beans that I shelled. I'm going to put them in the water. And some peas, I'm going to shallow cook them as I showed you. Because what I had in mind this morning was like something like a Summer Cassoulet. And I had in mind like these fava beans, a bit of fresh peas, and you know these cocoa beans? But I couldn't find any in the market this morning, but that would be so cool to do like a Summer Cassoulet. So cassoulet has like smoked sausages and onion and all this stuff, but what I want to do is like a fresher version. So we're going to do a bit of sauteed bacon. We're going to do a bit of spring onion, not winter onions, but spring onion. And we're going to mix it with the fava beans and the peas, maybe a little bit of potato. And I'm going to do that as a kind of thing, you know, like a kind of cassoulet. I'm going to call it a Summer Cassoulet. Underneath a nice breast of Guinea Fowl. Yummy. Okay, so here's our peas. Oh no. Yeah, they're almost done. I'm going to throw a spoon of butter in there. Very small spoon. I'm just going to pass these. You're going to need some friends at this point to do this job. Okay, but it's pretty easy. You just sneak off the end and squeeze it. But don't squeeze too hard because you're going to break it up. Squeeze it from the back end. Okay, so here's your peas. They're all cooked out. See what I mean? Whoop. Really nice. And all the water is cooked out. There's nothing missing. There's all your flavors there, all your vitamins are there. So what you want to do to keep the color, get them out of the heat and get them cooled down as soon as possible. So this is our principle. Cook it perfectly, cool it down, and then reheat. That's what we do almost all the time in the restaurant, and this is what you can do at home. Unless you're ready to eat. If you're ready to eat, eat. But if you're making a dinner party, if you put something in a metal container, it's going to cool down faster. It's going to conduct the heat or the cold faster. So you're not allowed to do this, but I've got a fridge back here that we use called a glass chiller. But if you throw this in the bottom of your fridge at home, as long as it's not, you know, a little bit of heat in your fridge, not going to kill anybody. Or throw it in the freezer, but don't forget it. Use your timer and don't forget anything. Okay. So oil in a hot pan. If you're doing Guinea Fowl, be careful because it likes to splatter for some reason. I don't know, it's hot. It's skin hot. And a bit of pepper. See what I mean? Yeah, bad boy. Okay, so I'm just going to let that get a little bit brown on the skin. Again, back to the principle of... So if I throw that in, skin down. going to take about 7 minutes in my oven. I'm going to give it 5 and then flip it over. Timer. With some thyme. I'm going to make it nice and tasty. I'm going to turn that down. So that's 5 minutes on our guinea fowl. Let me show you that. Okay, like I said, it's very hot oven. Oh, alright, so it's not cooked. I'm going to give it 2 more minutes and I'm going to let it rest. So it's 2 minutes on the skin. You're probably going to need more at home because this is really hot. So I'm just browning off this bacon. They're crispy. And I'm not going to throw my peas and stuff right into there. Here's our guinea fowl. Okay. There it is. I'm going to rest it. Okay. It's still a bit not quite done, but up here it's going to cook a few more minutes. You can always put it back in the oven and finish it off. But I'm going to let it rest because it's always best to rest your meat. Now you're nice and brown here and crispy, which is very nice. I'm going to drain that off. And now, oil, the crispier it's going to stay. Then I'm going to heat it up after. So I was thinking to put my peas in this pan where I just browned the bacon to get some of that flavor, but the color's going to be not very nice. So what we wanted were those really lovely colors of the broad beans. Whoop. Broad beans and the peas. See, I chilled these down so I've got great color. So all you need to do is reheat this before you serve. Okay, you can heat this up with some chicken stock, but we've got lots of flavor, don't worry about that. I'm just going to put a bit of water and a bit of cream and a bit of thyme, which I really like. Thyme has been almost everywhere. Here's some of us. Okay. In the meantime, my guinea fowl has been resting up here for about 5 minutes. I'm just going to heat it up because we're ready to serve, okay? This is the moment we're going to go. So I'm going to put a bit of cream, not too much. I'm going to put a couple of potatoes as well because that will go nicely with this dish. You know what else I was thinking would go nice with this potato gnocchi? I'm going to show you gnocchi one day so you can keep that in mind if you like this dish. So look at our nice colors. So literally we're just heating it up, okay? So don't put too much liquid in there. I almost didn't need to put the water, but I did, and we're going to cook it out, so don't worry. And then at the last minute, I'm going to throw that bacon in. So although it's not going to be totally crispy, it's not going to be mushy either, okay? In the meantime, we've got our reduction. So this is basically just stock reduced with thyme. And I'm going to put some butter in it. I'm going to put a little bit more in there. Hold on. Okay. And then I'm going to put a bit of butter and it's going to make a sauce. And it's going to be quite intense and it's going to contrast nicely with all this sweetie stuff going on here. So, check it out. Everything's looking nice and tasty. I'm going to throw this bacon bits in there, just to give it a bit more flavor, texture, interest. So you got these sweet peas, sweet broad beans, nice smoky bacon. This is smoky bacon, right? A few potatoes. That's perfect. In the meantime, I've just warmed up the guinea fowl. A couple minutes. Alright? See? Cooked. Now this, we're just just want to bring this up with a bit of butter and you're in business. And get it off the heat before it gets too hot. Okay, remember how I showed you? Once you get your reduction quite thick, then a piece of butter turns it into a beautiful sauce. Okay? And that's it. It's just a reduction with butter. Okay, you ready? Let's serve this up. Okay, the guinea fowl, you've got crispy skin, so let's keep it crispy, okay? Don't get your juice all over the place. Nice little manchonette on top. So what I try and do is put the sauce on the meat and around, so you've got this nice sauce on the flesh and your skin is still crispy. You could do your beans and stuff a little bit more juicy if you want. I might think of that the next time. A little bit of this all around. This is going to be a gorgeous little dish. Beautiful, nice colors. Or chives. You could put a little bit of per onion or something like that in there, but this is going to be great. I like these pure flavors. You know how I feel about onion and stuff. You got no onion, no garlic, no nothing in here. You got pure summertime vegetables, which I really like. A bit of smoky bacon and stuff. All right, gonna try it. Lost my knife. Perfect. You could put a little mint in there, that would be nice. Even basil would go nice, but this kind of thing, just throw it in at the end. Chives. Okay, this is a really nice dish and it's so healthy, so fresh. Bon appetit.